Okay, cool. Here's my template. For those of you that were here yesterday, you took your template and you started to get your additional types of paper that you need. Drawing paper, manila paper for tempera paint. This is watercolor paper, some watercolor in this one. This is just regular drawing paper. Remember, we are labeling the back of your papers. This one I'm going to use colored pencils, and it's my secondary colors. This one I changed. I originally had monochromatic watercolors using purple, and I said, you know what, I really don't want to do that. That might look better with tempera paint. So I made this one now. It's going to be analogous colors, and I'm going to go from orange to violet and all those colors that are next to each other. So I'm working on this one. So make sure each of them is labeled correctly. What you're going to do after you draw your 4, I'm not using my template. My template has writing all over it, so I'm not going to use my template. So I had to do 4. This was my original. I did it in crayon. Okay, I made one itty-bitty little mistake, but guess what? I had to figure out a way to kind of fix it. I had black up a little bit too high, so I had to figure out a way to kind of make that, what's the word I'm looking for, indisguisable or disguisable? I don't know. Anyway, so after you're done coloring in your original, okay, you are going to go on to your other ones. I have rubrics for you, and I'll pass out the rubric. When you are coloring these in, you'll see like both of these are watercolor paintings, okay? There's certain things we're looking for. This one, I decided to do analogous colors. This one, I'm doing analogous colors. They're just a different analogous set. But if you look at this one, like I mixed my background color. That's fine. The problem is you need to make sure you mix enough paint. I didn't mix enough, and I had to go back and back and back, and it wasn't working. So when you're mixing, make sure you mix enough you can do it on the oval pan ahead. This one, I just did red straight out of the kind of oval pan. You have to make sure when you're watercoloring that you're going all in one direction. It even applies to this. This is colored pencils. All in one direction. It blends easier. It's easier on the eye, and it kind of makes it look smooth and almost like seamless. This one kind of looks like a big old mess. I rushed. I went way too fast. I painted areas that were next to each other that were already wet. So you'll see like a ton of bleeding going through. Some of them, like I used too much water in areas and then too much paint in others. So you have to make sure, and it's on your, and I'll pass these out for you to see, your rubric. We're going to look under craftsmanship. We're going to look at applications of your media. If, let's say I'm doing this one, I'm going to have to use a variety of paintbrushes. Larger ones for the larger areas, smaller ones for the smaller areas. Let's say I was doing this in oil pastels. It's pretty hard to get a really fine tip on an oil pastel. So if you look at your image, is maybe oil pastels the best for those really small, like minute details, okay? Today, finish up tracing your 4. Make sure your original is completely colored in. Whatever media you chose, you do not have to do the background. And then start working on your other ones. That's for my other ones. So these are traced. Here is my secondary colors. All oranges, greens, purples. My purple here, I'm not really wild about. I think it's too dark. I think there's too much emphasis on that. So I have to figure out, maybe I'll go in and I'll make his shorts a little bit darker. Maybe I'll make his shoes a little bit darker. I have to kind of figure out a way to take less emphasis off what I don't like. This one's going to be analogous, so I'm going to go over. This is dry, so I can go ahead and I can start cleaning the inside of my Mickey Mouse. Remember, going in the same direction. Sharpies, colored pencil, going in the same direction. Okay? And then tempera paint. We're probably got a couple of work days for this. All right? This isn't going to be done in one day. A couple of work days. Questions for me? If a marker's running out, throw it away. Get a new one. If, let's say, you're running out of paint, tell me. I'll go grab you some more. Okay? Make sure you keep lines tight together, back and forth, same direction. Okay? We want smooth consistency. I'll pass out rubrics. Look at your different categories. Look in the advanced column, because everybody should be shooting for that advanced column. You're all more than capable of it. Okay?